This training video will be teaching you on how to use trailing profit and TP with our two AAs, Turbo Robot Profit Maximizer and Trend Multiplier Robot. So both of these robot has these features, so we'll be teaching you on this function. Alright, so what you will learn on this topic: first, to understand the differences between trailing profit and TP. Second, how to use the trailing profit. Number 3, test your settings in MT4 tester. So wherever you are already finalize your testing and you already understand, so you can test it in your tester. We will show you how to use it. So by the end of this training, you should be able to understand how the trailing profit works and the TP has to be used. Alright, so what I have here is the MT4 platform. So we are installing our robot, so our EA. So we have a trend multiplier. If you are on a trend multiplier, we have that here. So you see that you can see this trailing profit and also our take profit. So this is what we're going to discuss here, and this is for trend multiplier. So we have take profit and also we have trailing profit. All right, so for Turbo Robot we also have, so this is our Turbo Robot Profit Maximizer here. So 4.0 time frame day 1 lifetime copy. So you should check the D1. All right, so when you right click this, you can see the settings all over here. So Turbo Robot is a more settings compared to trend multiplier. So this is our latest upgraded version. So to locate that for Turbo Robot, so here is our trailing profit here. So we will discuss this, and also for take profit. So what is the difference on how to use it? So we will show you. We will explain to you better. All right. So first we will be explaining to you on how to use the trailing profit. So it's over here. So this is the portion. So first we will decide whether you want to use TP or you want to use take profit. So either both functions you can use. So for the latest version, the default version, you can see that the take profit is on 0 value. So means we are not using the TP, instead we are using the trailing profit. All right, so for the main differences between take profit and trailing profit. So take profit means the moment that you have the value over here. Let's say you are putting like 10 pips. So if let's say this is 10 pips, this is by pips. So if let's say you are on using 10 pips, means once hit that particular TP, it will be ended on that point. So it will you go and close the account with take profit 10 pips. Whereas the differences on trailing profit is more better. You know why? It's because you lock the profit on how much the dollar value, and the moment it reached that particular value, you will lock that profit, and then you will wait if the market will reverse back, and it will close based on how much is the settings that you add in. All right, so now we will be decided that we use trailing profit. All right, so this is the trailing profit here. Okay, let's say this is the starting point that you are, the robot is entry on this level. All right, so we can say that this is so let's say you are on buy trade. So either you are on buy trade or you are on sell trade, it doesn't matter. So it is it depends on what type of trade you are, so it doesn't matter. So you are on buy or you are on sell trade. All right, so let's say you are on buy trade, and starting lot size is 0.01 lot size. So let's say buy trade and the market is shooting up. It was going up, so means you are earning. So what is your settings here? All right, so the moment you earn, you expecting that your settings here is $1. So what it means by $1? So let's say your every tick of your broker is a 0.01, so 0.01 cent. So if your lot size is a 0.01 cent and you want a profit trailing of $1, so what this means by $1 here, you divide it by 0.01, so you need 100 pips. So this one here, it must be 100 pips. So let's say this is already 100 pips. Only the profit trailing will trigger to lock the profit of $1. All right. So the moment that it will reverse back here, the moment it will reverse back with only 0.3. All right. So the moment if reverse back with 0.3, which means your $1, $1 USD, you minus out with 0.3, so your profit left is 7 cents or $0.7. So this is your take home, whereby all the trades here, if this is the first lot size, just a first lot size, you never trigger the second lot size here, the next distance. So this is your total profit. But if you have few levels here, let's say maybe this one is a few levels, maybe 5 levels. So first level it will trigger, because maybe if you are on the losing side, so this is gonna be happen, it will be have a few layers. So it's the same concept. The moment this few layers here, if let's say this is an opposite side, you're earning this value here, it is not the total of 100 pips anymore. It's because you are few levels on your losing side. This is we're talking about take profit, means one trade is earning 100 pips, so you need this one. All right. But if you're a few levels on the opposite side, you're losing, so the AA will calculate, or the robot will calculate for that, and then the moment it reaches to what value that what you have set here, and the market slightly reverse and about what you have setting on the close, then all these trades will be closed and profit on what is the value. All right. So in this case, you are profiting with 0.7 if that is straight away here. But if let's say you are on the losing side, so losing side, you just put it as opposite side. So this is the losing side. You are having few layers. So the moment that the market is reversing at this moment at the time, so the same case, once the total profit of all this is equivalent to 1, and then it will lock. All right, it will lock here. So the moment it reverse with this value that what you have here, so you will be profiting on this value. All right. So what will happen if, let's say, you are more than that? Let's say it goes to you are earning maybe the AA or the robot will already lock the profit of $1, is because you hit this $1 over here, right? So what if it goes up some more? All right, so it hits another maybe $2. So what it means by this, every $1 that you have, the moment that you set anything up here, that is double up, and then it will lock another level of locking. So it will lock by $2. All right. So the moment that it reaches $2, it will lock. So it will lock your profit, but the moment that it will reverse back with this value, the profit close will be the same value. So the moment it reverse back is just 0.30 cent here. So it will just minus out from $2 of your 0.3. So you will be gaining 1.7 US dollar. Alright, so that is how it works. So you are earning 1.7. So what it means by this is every $1, even though you add up this, or you earning this more than $3, so it will keep locking on what is the value over here. Alright, so means every dollar it will lock the value. Then the moment it reverses back the market, so you will be earning and closing the account, whereby you profiting as positive profit. So most of us will aiming more higher profits. Alright, so it's not just $1, it's very high, it's very far away. So if you have higher lot size, you can change this to 10. Okay, means you can change it to $10. So higher lot size means what? If your account is less than 1K, so you cannot make this. Okay, you can change this to 0.01 or 4.1 or $1. That if means one lot size, sorry, it's one lot. That is if your account is bigger enough. Alright, so don't do this if your account is less than 1,000 or less than 5,000. It will not it will just sweep out away from the market. I tell you, it's not worth it. Alright, so make sure don't change this if your account is very less. Alright, so how to change this? What if I wanted to increase the value, so you can, and your account is very small, so you can use cents account. Cents account means it will multiply up your by hundreds. Means your let's say you are just putting it like 1,000, so your 1,000 here, US dollar 1K, in cents account is equivalent to 100K, means 100,000. So if you have this value, so you can change this already, right? So if you have that, so you can put it here, $1 one lot. So this becomes one lot here. And then if you want just like 10 pips, so let's say now you want to change this to 10 pips at $10. So how to get that? So means your 10 pips or $10 is just equivalent to 10 multiply $10 multiply by 1 is equivalent to 1, means your one lot here, because you change this to one lot. Alright, so your 10 pips is equivalent to 10 USD. Alright, so that means that your $10 you can change it to $10 here. Okay, and the moment you reach this value, the robot will close. Alright, if let's say it keeps increasing to the higher, so it doesn't matter. The moment it reaches to 20, it's the same thing. It will lock. It will lock the profit. The moment it reverses just 0.03 here, or if this is 0.3, you should change it. If this is 10, you should change it to $3, means 3 pips. Alright, so the moment it reverses 3 pips, so you are profiting about $17. Alright, so this is if your account is higher. Alright, if your account is not higher, if less, so make sure start with 0.01 and trailing profit must be very small. Alright, so I hope you understand this. I hope you get it. This is for profit trailing. So for set stop loss on anti-martingale here, so which means this portion here, anti-martingale here, this area. So the moment that is the same concept, when you're profiting, it will be using the same value as what you have here. We didn't change the value, we used the same. This is for anti-martingale and this portion, whether you earn or not earn, so it will be the same. And then for set on anti-marty, the moment you are earning profiting here, it will be the same. It use a profit trailing, so it's the same concept, because this portion is always earn. It will double up and earn, and then it will lock the profit as what it is, as what you have set over here. It's the same concept. All right. So next here is the trailing the take profit. So take profit means whatever the value that you adding here will be your take profit, or that's the value that you want. Let's say you are adding in with, this is pips value over here, this is under pips. Let's say if you put maybe 10 pips, so you have 10 pips. If let's say that is the value that you have, it will be locked directly. It will just straight away close your trade, that particular trade, with 10 pips. It will not be the same here as a trailing profit. It's because trailing profit is using US dollar value, using dollar value or money value that what you have. It is because we use trailing profit using dollar value, is not pips. It's because you are using a martingale level. So the moment that your martingale level, you have few lot size, and it will goes up to few levels. So it will be very difficult if we were using pips. So that's why we are using dollar value. So let's say if we are using pips, so this is simply your entry level. Let's say either buy trade or sell trade. All right. So the moment, let's say your starting lot size is 0.01, all right, and then this is buy trade, so it will goes up buy trade. All right. So the moment that it reaches to 10 pips here, this is the 10 pips. So once the level or the market hits this value 10 pips, then it will be closed directly. So you are profiting about 10 pips. So what it means by 10 pips, so 10 you multiply it with 0.01, so it's equivalent to sorry, my writing is not so good. It's a $0.1. all right. So this is your profit level here. That is for that take profit. All right. So the basic concept, the moment you hit that particular value 10 pips, straight away you get that value. And what if opposite side? So just now is only for profit. So the moment you hit that particular profit, it will profit. So remember that we are using martingale. In another video I have explained how is the levels and all this level over here. So if let's say this is a buy, now we will be, if this is a sell trade, and then it's supposed that you will be earning if that is the sell trade, right? So let's say you are supposed to be profiting on 10 pips just now, or either you are buy or sell. So it is not happens is because the market is reversed in the other direction. So let's say sell trade, and then it reversed the market. The market's on the opposite side in another direction. So you will have 1.5 here, 1.5, and you have your distance as well. I think we have discussed this in our previous video on the training manuals, so you can refer back on how this works. So I just want to add in over here that the TP, what will be happen on the TP portion, right? If this is your levels, let's say the first this is 0.01 over here. This is your starting lot size, and then the moment that it keeps going up, your level is here. So what will happen to your TP? So your TP will be adding up over here. So here we didn't include, we don't have SL, but you have your TP. So the TP will be adjust here. If this is let's say 30 pips, so this is the next is 30 pips here. Just imagine that this is 30 pips. Every level is 30 pips, even though we have a distance multiplier, but to be easy, we will be using 30 pips, 30 pips, 30 pips. So your 30 pips, your TP here will be over here. So 10 pips. And then if let's say the moment that you'll be losing, so if that is the case, that if you're 10 pips over here, then your distance here is 30, that will be losing value. So you should be putting up this as higher. All right, so you should put it this as higher TP. Maybe you have to calculate this maybe below here. All right, so that you can gain more. And the good thing there is you can still use it because your lot size is higher over here. All right, so you can have it the moment that the market reverse, you still earn. So this one will be close and this one also will close. All right, so what if the market will still going up to the next level? All right, so next level means third level. So this particular TP here, it will be added, it will be changed it over here. So since this one is not close, it's not close, it's because the market still going up, so the TP will be changed it over here. All right, so it's the same case. If let's say the TP is not being hit over here, so the market is still going up another layer. All right, so the TP will be changed here. So all the TP here will be cancelled. This particular TP here also will cancel as well, and then the TP will change it here. So if you calculate that, you're still gaining, is because your lot size here is getting higher compared to smaller lot size. All right, so once the market reverse back, the TP will hit, so it will be close. All right, so make sure to calculate properly and how many lot size already here, then you're still continuing with the TP. But by the way, the moment that you use the multiplier, you can check our manual. Even when you download, you have your manual and also our website, right? So the moment that you use this multiplier, the TP that you have here will be calculated differently. It's because your distance will be far away, and if you still remain with what your TP over here, let's say you put 10 pips only, right? So you put 10 pips here, and then the distance and is be more farther, but your TP will remain the same. So maybe if your distance here but your TP is still remain the same, then the moment the market is reversing back, then you ended up in losing position or losing all the trade. Suppose you will be earning, but since you are using this, we are having that calculation in our manual, so you can check that manual on our website as well, the training website. So there is an explanation there on how this being used once you are using the multiplier. So it's the reason why, again, is because the distance will be farther and farther. This portion here become more far is because you are multiplying your distance multiply by multiplier distance. All right, so that's the concept. So take note that the TP will be keep changing the moment that you are opening the next level. All right, so every next level the TP will change. So to have this, make sure to have a better calculation, so before adding up the TP. All right, so this portion I will be teaching you on how your settings and how to understand better on the trailing profit, the tester. So we will be using the tester for you to test your settings. All right, so if you familiar with it, so you can click this strategy tester. So my training videos has this, I explain better, and then click this and you will be showing this. All right, so we will be using like maybe this lifetime copy, our turbo robot profit maximizer 4.0 D1 time frame. All right, and we choose the currency pair. All right, and use it as it is, and then change the date, so from when to when. So it's up to you. So this one is just a tester, so it is not accurate value. Remember, this is just a tester because this is a previous log file, and this is not 100% that this will be going to happen on your settings. Definitely your settings will be the same, but the thing here is it is just for you to test your strategy. All right, and then we enable the visual mode for you to see how it looks like, and how it works on the live. It looks like it's a live trading, but it's a most faster. So we use daily here because this is we using daily for turbo robot profit daily lifetime daily time frame and lifetime copy. So we use the spread as a current spread. So what is the current spread of that? Then here we're going to change the settings. So we try to use maybe 1000, or here we can use $3,000. So your inputs will be here. So you have a buy sell. We are using remain in this. So what we are pointing now, or to teach you better, is how is your trailing profit and your TP. So we will start with trailing profit. Okay, all right. So this training I will be showing you on only 10, maybe $1 here. $1 is how is it affect and how many pips will be going to reach. All right, so let's say if you're putting this as $1 and profit close will be 0.03. so remember that this is the market reverse back 0.03, just 0.03, it will close with 0.7. all right, so don't forget it. And then this one, it should be this particular broker that I have, 0.01 is equivalent to 10 cents. All right, so means 10 cents multiplied by 10 pips is equivalent to $1. All right, so I will be expecting that in 10 pips I will be earning $1. all right, so I will click this as okay, as I satisfied with what's my settings. So this is only mainly for profit trailing. All right, so I will start. Click the start. So you can see that is opening now, and you see that it is open straight away with buy trade on second day of what I selecting the date. So here you can see that the balance that I have, leverage, and also the buy trade. I have one buy trade over here, and I'm expecting here that the buy trade I will be earning $1 only. It will be close that particular trade. So we're going to wait this for a while. All right, so you can see that the value here is start going up and start pointing to positive. So we will wait for the positive on that. So you can see the trade is already on $1. You see that it's a 1.3, 1.5. So the moment it reached to $2, or it okay, so you see that it's already $2. So means it will lock every $1 as what is it. All right. So we wait for the reverse. If this is going to reverse with 0.3 as what is our settings, so it will profit with 1.7. But since the dollar value is still going up, all right, so you can see that it was close. It was close with $2 profit. All right, so that is how it works. So sometimes because of the market is too fast, so as long as it will close with the profit, so it's already good enough. All right, so you can see the sample, right? So how is the settings works and all that. So we will change more higher lot size in order for you to see bigger numbers. All right, so before this, make sure you know how much your value and what is your calculation plan, because the moment you put the higher value on your lot size, it will be impact on another side. So remember that. So make sure you always have a plan B or risk assessment. So I will stop the trading. So I will change it to more better. Okay, let's say you're putting in with $10. So if this is $10 and you want maybe just 3, or you can put it at 0.03 as well, but very easy to close. So we will must have something like the market to breathe. All right, so your lot started here, maybe you can put it like $1 if some of you have a bigger amount. So you can put here, if you're using Sense account, then you can use this $1 here, because Sense account will be more higher. Let's say your 1,000 is equivalent to 100,000. So you can use 0.1. 0.1 means equivalent to 0.01 as well. It's the same value, but since the robot will see only based on the amount that what you have. All right. So let's say your lot started here, you will be changing as well this one, $1. All right. So that is so, because the reason why I putting here is because I want you to understand on what, if let's say you put in this lot started, so you have to change as well, because we're going to use the trailing profit. All right, so I will close that as okay. All right, and then I will start. All right, so now you can see that it's already started, and remember that higher lot size will be higher risk and higher value you will be losing. Okay, all right, but in this case, the higher value, it means that your account must be also higher. So it doesn't matter, it's just still unproportionate. It's because you have higher balance. Let's say this is maybe if you're using Sense account, it's 100,000 of your, if you guys are you are fund managing, so definitely your account is more higher than $20,000 or $40,000. So it doesn't matter on your floating losses, because you have a higher amount. All right, so you can see here it's struggling on high and up and down. All right, so you can see that over here is start to going up. So remember that every tick of your broker, so make sure you know how much is the per tick. Oh, tick means every pips. So what is the pips value in dollar instead of dollars? So you can, so that you can change the settings on particular trailing profit. So you must know that before you setting up the trailing profit. So because the trailing profit is in dollar value, so make sure you have set up that particular settings. So you can see that the market is keep going up, and it's favors on our settings. So remember that I have to see that $10 must be locked, so it's even go up to $20, right? So this is a $20, $22. So now we will be waiting, if it's still going up, so it will be locked at $30 again, because every $10 we are locking that. So if the market will reverse back, so we will see that if it is going to reverse. You see, okay, so it's already closed. So we will going and see here. So you are profiting with $20. All right, so that's the basic concept. So I hope you get it. So your settings and your TP and your tick value, how much, only you can add in your settings over here. All right, your trailing profit. Okay, so that is for trailing profit. So now I'll be going to proceed for only for take profit. So I will be closing this. Is just make it a false. Is because we are not using this. We're going to use the trailing profit. Actually, you can use either way. Both of these able to use, but since for the purpose of just to share to you, so we will be having let's say take profit. So I will explaining on take profit. So 10 pips is how much. So it will be different value is because let's say we'll start it with 0.01. Okay, so or 0.1 or 0.01. So how much the value? So you should getting here about 0.01 with, because my broker has every tick is a tens. If that is 0.01 is equivalent to $1. So I will be gaining 10 pips, means I will be having $10 in my profit, suppose. All right, so I will start it and 0.1. okay, so now I'll be using sorry, so starting to gain losing first, because normally in the market when you enter, definitely there's a losing because your spread. All right, so you can see that. So we are waiting for 10 pips. 10 pips will going to hit the TP using 10 pips. All right, now the market is start to favor with us, so it is positive. So we are waiting for the 10 pips to hit. The moment that it reach 10 pips, so it will be close up under 10 pips. So it was reverse back and wait for it. So by the way, this particular robot profit maximizer 4.0, we are using the indicator here. So it is not straight away open up trade. So it will be based on few indicators that we are program it is using algorithm to match, then only it will open up the trade. All right, so you can see that is gaining up. So it is more than $10 now. It's because the market is keep opening up. I mean gaining better. So we will be waiting for the closure. All right. So okay, slowly. So the moment that reverse back, and then it will close as your 10 pips. All right. So you can see that over here that the TP was changed. It was modified. It's because we are using that the robot has been using for trailing profit. Profit maximizer. Remember that the martingale, anti-martingale. So it was using up over here. So it was going up and double. So this is how the TP is a TP concept is a different. So you can see that is a double profit over here. So what it means, so the moment that it reached to 30 pips, so your 30 pips over here will be doubling up. So that's the concept of profit maximizing. All right, so you can check it, and then before you go through on the settings, you can try it on your strategy tester. So try it first how it works, but make sure to be in mind that the strategy tester is just a tester. It's not really that will going to happen in the market, because that is a past logs that you have. So this is the result that you have, and then you can test it and try how is it. If you still have some queries, please let us know, or you have some confusion by sending us an email at